Day 2 of Ironman training. Got some G1M sport that I'm
Day
mixing up
14,
right now.
Ironman
I did
training.
not
Got
do
Big
a
Mike
swim
back
this
there.
week.
Take it off.
And
That is it. 20.6 miles.
Overall, how are you feeling about the race? It's in about a day or so. How are you feeling about it overall, though?
As ready as it can be, I guess.
Jake, you want to buy some of this? We'll take it on payments, dude.
Huh? No, I'm good. Got that on film, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Dude, good thing we cut your hair.
I know. It's
Looks even better.
It's literally perfect, dude. Dude, look at me.
Yeah, that's going on.
That's me, dude. I want to be so fast in the water now. Like,
You gotta shave your whole body.
probably.
Oh no, I wasn't looking at that. No, that has to go. Your armpit hair has to go.
Yeah, you
too
gained a
much.
couple seconds with that on there, dude.
One thing, I think this is like the first race I've ever seen where finish your shirt ticket. You gotta finish the race to get your shirt.
You don't
But
get it right at the
Do you
beginning.
have to finish in a certain time?
Yeah, there's cutoffs that are competitive.
Looking good, man. Oh,
I
dude,
wanted to
that's
hit
sick.
that merch store, but I was like, I can't just go be buying, Ironman merch
Yeah.
without finishing. Like,
Yeah, me either.
and then
What's that about? Oh,
that a flag?
What?
Oh, that's sick.
it's pretty Texas addiction, baby. I'm running 2119.
2119. Good number.
It is a 2.4 mile swim, 112 mile long bike ride,
What? What did you say?
and then a 26.2 mile.
Oh, you got that one. You got the game.
Easy, dude. Easy, dude.
What's the easiest part for him, at least?
So everything else is gonna suck, but
Yeah.
I don't.
have you
think
been
that-
riding a lot?
A little bit. I got knocked out a 53.5 miler.
Is that the longest one you done?
Oh,
So you gotta double that and some.
yeah, but it was easy. You know what I mean? I was like, all right.
So is that why you stopped? Didn't go for the full 112?
I was like, if this is hard, I need to do it again so I know what it's gonna be like. But if it's easy, that was my thought process. Like, all right, I'll be okay. I don't have to worry as much.
Ow! Ow! My hair's in there 100%. No, it's not.
All right, good.
What is this?
Car air freshener.
Oh, I thought it was for your race.
The Easter bunny brought me that, bro.
Let me see what that is. Oh, yeah.
Can I see the vest?
You're gonna see the.
Yeah.
What is it? I get game ready right quick. I'll show you all the full.
It's like The Office, when you randomly...
Yeah, pan over you, yeah.
Old stationery. This bad boy originally $100.
You've been sporting that stationery for...
Yeah,
Long time.
this one's a staple.
For the content. For the content.
225 easy. Do you want to zoom in on the weight? We got
Yeah,
25,
let's see.
10, 45.
Yeah, buddy. Hold on. Look at that logo, son. Bryce, what's that stand for?
BTY, better than yesterday.
Yeah, buddy.
Just to get up. Got my belt attached.
Yep.
It's
It's looking pretty clean, man. Looks pretty good.
I'm gonna have this bad boy put in here. Bought it yesterday. Some more goos.
Gels?
Yep.
Gels, man.
Blocks and goos. They're gonna have a lot of aid stations. It's a pretty short track, so I ain't worried about it. But yeah, 23 grams of carbs, 100 calories.
It's good.
I try to shoot for 200 calories an hour on long runs like that. So biking included, probably. I've never ate while I biked. Probably should have done that before.
All right, Brandon, how do you feel about Mr. Braxton Harrison running his race?
I think he can do it. I remember
So the way we we were sitting down at this restaurant in Waco.
We don't need to dox them, but
We don't need to dox them, but it's yeah. So we're sitting there eating, and he just goes, "We're an Ironman," and this was like a month ago, and I was like, I think that's pretty stupid. I was like, I don't know about that. And Big Mike over there was gassing you up. He was like, "Yeah, you can do it, dude. You can do it, bro." He's like, "Dude, that's easy." And I remember you're like, "Yeah, but I won't be able to get a bike until like 2 weeks until the race." I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "This is all around a horrible."
Well, because it was like literally a month out, and I didn't have a bike, and I've never swam.
Yeah. So I was like, "That's a stupid idea."
I would see what would it take like to get a bike. Like I would go figure out how long it would take to get a bike and how much that costs and everything, and then make my decision. But then I ended up signing up about 15 minutes later. The next day, the bike wouldn't be able to come for like a week and a half or something, or 2 weeks. And now there's a bike here.
Badass one with all the attachments, everything you need.
Yep. But that was when I started swimming at the YMCA, getting my laps in. Very first day, 10 laps gassed me. And I think that's 50 yards or something. I don't know how much it is. Like
Was I
25
there
yards.
for your first open water swim? Was that the
Yes.
first time?
Yeah. Yeah. So the first open water, we just kind of were chilling, treading. I tried to swim around a little bit, but it was like...
I remember you were like, "This is way different than a pool."
Yeah.
Like, the YMCA pool has nothing on this.
It sounds
like
like-
Waco.
All right, I'm not going to go to the pool anymore to train, Got to get used to open water.
And then, yeah.
I think 2 more swims out, because Big Mike and I did, I think 1 more out there.
Mhm.
What was it you with?
I did 1 or 2, I think. I only went 1 time.
I think the
maybe.
second time maybe.
Yeah.
And then the next one, that
Y'all
was
went
when...
far. Y'all went really far.
Yeah, we did the 2.28. And the race is only 2.4 miles, so...
What's the average time to finish an Ironman?
Ooh, what is it? Do you know?
Average time, I think, is around 12 and a half to 13 hours. I think it's 80 to 90% finish in like less than 15 hours or something.
All right, so what's your goal?
17 hours
Finish. Yeah,
is the
finish.
cutoff.
Finish. Yeah.
The swim, if I go at the same rate that we did our open water swim,
Yeah.
just the other day, the mile we swam in the Brazos, I'll finish with around 30 minutes cushion on my swim. So that'll go over the biking. The biking, like the minimum I can do is 14 miles an hour, which is very, very doable.
That's to make the cutoff?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, obviously, I want to be able to do better than that, but it's like,
You're just there to
I'm
finish.
not- yeah.
Yeah, like you're not
Like-
an Ironman guy who wants to get a crazy time.
I'm not worried about time. I'm worried about giving it 100% is pretty much it. You know what I mean? So it's like what I said about the mile time, right? Like looking at the watch the whole time, trying to figure out, how fast am I going?
Yeah.
Really doesn't make any difference. If I'm putting out, I'm putting out.
Yeah.
And that's all I have at that point.
You crushed that mile. Dude, what'd you hit sub?
5:57.
That's for a mile. That's insane, dude.
There's a level of physicality that you need to have, but there's also a level that you'll never be able to have.
Yeah, right.
That it purely does come down to, like, this is just what it is. Like, it sucks. It's going to be a mental fight, and that's it. You're still going to go through a level of pain that you can't train for. Like, you can only experience once you're there.
Yeah, right.
And it's your past experiences that I think is what push you through it, and that's it. So I'm expecting the same thing for this race. Like, it will suck. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure it will suck,
Yeah.
but it's not forever. And after I finish it, it's like what your dad used to say in Little League,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What is it? Pain
is temporary, glory is forever.
Yeah.
He's gonna love that. That's in there. Shout out James David.
You gotta look big picture at some point in there when you're in that pain cave and just be like,
Yep.
I chose to be out here. No one's forced me to do this, and I'm learning something about myself. That's
Yeah.
it. And I'm thankful that I have the opportunity to do that. And that's it.
In my opinion, I think the swim's gonna be the hardest part. Because, like I was saying when you first signed up, I was like, because you also have to think of all the other people kicking you and like like struggling and like trying to swim over you.
y'all swim.
Yeah, bro, because they're just in a line. And you're
I don't know if I can say
get
this.
nailed and
What's the longest swim you've done so far?
2.28 miles.
which is
Okay.
right under
The
what
race
actual
is 2.4.
Yeah.
And I did that in like an hour and 38 minutes. So I'm very, very close. Cutoff's 2 hours and 20 minutes. So I'm not super
There's
worried
a
about
cutoff for every.
Every
Yes.
every
Oh,
3.
dang.
Yeah,
that
every-
isn't the run is probably the most lax one.
Yeah.
Like
really?
so that's the thing. Like the biking, all I've ever heard about that course, every video I've watched, everything I've read, is the wind can be brutal. It doesn't look like it's going to be that bad this weekend. Like 14-mile-an-hour winds, which isn't terrible, I guess. If you're wide open, it might feel bad, but I think the storms that it's going to hit kind of already blew through today and tomorrow. So, but otherwise, it's going to be extremely flat. And on the 53-mile bike ride I just did last Friday night, I hit 14.1 miles an hour, which is technically within the cutoff. Yeah. I'll be barely trudging, but then I also know that I don't need full 6 hours for this. 7 hours, I think, to give you the marathon or something. So, like, I know I don't need all that time. I can speed up there. I'm shooting for 11-minute mile pace on the marathon. Okay. I think I can do better. I know I can do better than that. So, it's like
100%.
I'll be finishing some 5-hour marathon, so marathon PR, but then that's the thing. Like, the biking is where I'm going to be maybe a little bit behind, but pick up. Yeah. But like on the way back on the bike ride, after I got through the hills on the way there and the brutal wind, once I had the wind to my back, because I was on my way back,
flying.
I was cruising at 20, 21, 22 miles an hour. So
flying, dude.
Gotta start chanting, they don't know me, son.
I was, dude. I was out there. And it was barking. It's 11 o'clock at night. I'm in between Hewitt and Eddie and just like yelling and barking.
Because he was like, I'm going to ride to the Temple Buc-ee's at back on my bike. And I was like, what? But look, it's here, dude.
It's here.
It's finally here. I think the suit with the logos. I feel like you'll have a little, big head, so you'll keep.
Give us a little flex. Give us a little flex.
I have a brand. Done yesterday, baby. He almost looks like me.
Let's go, baby.
36 hours until Braxton's first Ironman. How's it feel, champ?
It feels like I need to get
No, less, like
a TikTok out.
a little less than that, like 30 hours.
Well, Michael can't do math, but it is 9:37 on Thursday. Race that Saturday at 7. So it's about 30-something hours until the race. So.
So guys, just want to shoot a quick TikTok. I don't know what to expect sensation-wise is my biggest thing. Like, I don't know if the swim's going to be the worst part. The bike is probably the biggest unknown to me because I've never gone that far. I've never done a 100-mile bike ride. Never biked that close to other people. I can only control how hard I try, and is what it is.
What do you think you're most confident about, and what do you think you're least confident about in the race?
I think it's going to go running, swimming, biking, in that order. Running just is what it is. Like, I've learned how to run through pain in a way that I never thought I would. The swimming, I think it's because I've already done it. It's like, okay, it's not that bad. You get a little out of breath, but you can keep a moderate pace, just a couple strokes a minute, you know, just keep going on it and look at it as 100 yards at a time. The biking, it's really going to be condition dependent. When the one practice ride, I did 53 and a half miles at 2,400 foot of elevation change or whatever. This course is only going to be around 700, and I was still able to make the mark in this one. So that kind of gives me that confidence that okay, if I was able to meet my mark in worse conditions, worse elevation change, factoring in stopping at red lights, stopping at stop signs, stuff like that, dealing with traffic, race day, I mean, I have an expectation of what it's going to be like. I think it will really be okay.
Where did it all start? What was I know where it was and when it wanted, but what was that moment when you realized, like, I might want to do this, I'm going to sign up for it right now?
I think the whole time I've known that I wanted to do it, and at some point, I just didn't know the timeline on it. Yeah, I never thought I could. Like, I remember the first time I saw an Ironman race on TV, and it was just crazy to me. And kind of the first time I heard that someone can run 100 miles, like, blew my mind. the fact that it can be done, but so few people do it, it's like, that's what makes me like feel like I have to almost. It's just an opportunity to kind of push those limits and see what you're capable of. In the training, when you're running all those miles, when you're biking all those miles, when you're swimming consistently, like, I got in the habit for I think it was probably a week and a half. I would get up 4:30 in the morning, go swim, and then start my day. It was a good habit to get into. I quit it once I realized that open water swimming is much different from a pool swim, and that's where my effort needed to be. It was a change, but it wasn't necessarily more difficult. I think the underlying theme amongst all the training, whatever it is it's just, once you accept that it should be hard and it will be hard, and you learn to exist there, it's just, this is what has to be done. Here's what I'm going to do about it, and that's it. There's no negotiation, there's no compromising, there's no saying, oh, I don't feel like it today, there's no any of that. It's just, this is what has to be done. And for me, that's every single day, it's doing something. And it starts with 10 push-ups, right? It starts with just a little bit of blood flow. It starts with saying, okay, I'll just go run 1 mile, and then letting that ambition, I guess is what you'd call it, to do better, that now I'm gonna go a little bit further. I'm already out here, I might as well go a little bit further, and that's it. I just thought about it like, look, I have all this behind me, like there's no reason why I can't go do this. People at the running store told me I was crazy for doing an ultra, like never having done a 50K, going from 26 miles to 62 miles, just like that. And I think it was like 2 months, not even, like nowhere near enough time to train for the ultra. But it was the same thing. It's like, what I learned out there was ultimately all it comes down to is it's a test of your mental toughness and how bad you want it and how much pain you're willing to endure. It'll suck. You gotta be okay with that. You gotta understand that's the task at hand. It's what has to be done. Just go do it.
Where are you going? I'm gonna go over.
Hey, go on your way. Go on your way.
This is gonna leak over everything, I feel like. Yeah, morning clothes bag, swim cap and goggles, anything else you'll need in transition race morning. So, bike gear bag, need shoes, helmet. I'm thinking these for biking, these for running. I ain't got a towel, so no towel.
Yeah, no towel. We don't need it.
We're just going towels. I'm gonna be wet on the bike. That's okay. So pair of socks for biking, pair of socks for running, running gear bag, body glide, biofreeze. Because I have a feeling, if anywhere, I'll have. Okay. Bike gear bag. There's gonna be aid stations out there. I'm assuming they're gonna have stuff just like this.
Yeah.
It just kind of is what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4 goos and some blocks, plus my phone. That's functional, but probably unnecessary. That's 600 calories on me at all times, and that's what I'll try to always carry.
Yeah.
Because I'll be able to fill back up. Aid stations. So running shoes, socks, biofreeze, body glide. This is where I would use a special needs bag.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily feel like using it in the bike one. I would rather, if I'm going to use it, my running special needs bag will have all my extra nutrition. I think that'll do it, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing something.
You probably are, and we'll figure out the hard way tomorrow.
Yeah. But ultimately, this right here plus the bike is everything I need.
Walking up, bro.
Yeah, you know.
Ooh.
You're about it, Savages, Sappheiros. There's no backing out now.
Yeah, no. This
There's
is
no faking sick now.
Yeah.
Short of death, there's virtually nothing that is a justifiable excuse.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is it, man. We're in it. We're in the trenches right now. Yep. Oh, what a bike to run behind me. You're trying to do a trick, yeah. Dang.
Hey, why does every single bike have tri bars and mine doesn't? Funny joke. Where's my bars? Okay, give me my bars now. Say it again. 21119.
Oh, I love this.
Braxton.
79707. Right back, please. Second half. 2030.
I don't understand where the other bags go. I don't have to have orange tape. I just have to know I'm next to the guy with orange tape.
Yeah, there you go.
You get a helmet, a little water bottle and pack, and 2 biking shoes. Adios. You've been good to me, Dad. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think we are set.
We'll check out the water. Yeah. Get over there, huh?
It's feel a little surreal. I'm the one of 4 people that doesn't have tri bars on my bike, but you know, just is what it is. It's gonna suck that much more, but we're out here. The weather's great, not windy. This is it. Got my chip, and it's real. So I am very excited, but I also just want tomorrow to start, like now, because I'd rather just start going at it, you know. I don't necessarily want it to be over, but I do want to be in it, because a lot of unknowns, and the only way to make them known is by facing them. So that's that. Gonna get some dinner, fuel up, drink some more water, rest up, and then start the day early tomorrow, and it's happening. Looking forward to it, to say the least.
Yeah. When you run into a setback here or there, just keep going. You get through them.
One thing we've been talking about, is that wind on the bike.
Oh,
That's where it's gnarly.
Well, that was last year.
Yeah.
It's
Last
not
year?
going to be like that this year.
Okay.
It was outrageous.
Really?
Last year, 22% of the people dropped out during the bike.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I'm checked in, registered, got my chip in my hand, and there's no turning back now. They have my shoes now, dude. I gotta show up at least tomorrow to get my shoes.